Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Eustace Farmer, and this is episode 2 in my Gemeinde Rade edited version of the map 3.0, and we have a busy day ahead of us. We're going to be delivering some wood to Cam's Sweet Sensations today, among some other jobs. So here's the work order for the delivery. So the order was placed yesterday on May 28, 2017, and the delivery date is expected today, May 29th of 2017, and the payment status is paid in full via the Visa card, and we are delivering 4 bundles of 2x4s. They're 4,000 units each for a total of 16,000 units. And the destination is, again, Cam's Sweet Sensations, and we have special delivery instructions down here. Place the lumber in the closest proximity to the foundation pad. Do not cut the steel bundle strapping. Notify the owner when the delivery is complete. And then we have some special notes to me, the driver. Do not eat breakfast before delivery. The owner, Cam, wears overalls with no shirt and has freakishly long armpit hair. Oh my goodness. So this can cause nausea and vomiting if viewed on a full stomach. Alright, so we'll just have a little bit of coffee and we will skip the breakfast until after the delivery. But before we do that, we're going to be loading up this van over here with our beehives, and we're going to be delivering them down to the garden center. That's where our beekeeping compound is. So that way we can get started making wonderful fresh honey to deliver to Cam's Sweet Sensations at a later time so he can make us some honey milk that we'll retain some for ourselves and have some for sale to all the wonderful people of the Gemeinde Rade community. And the reason why we're going to be making the delivery is because the wood chip waste bin is full for the sawmill, and the guys are kind of sitting on hold waiting for me to clear it out. And no, there is no union here, but you'd never know it by looking at these guys. They'll just sit around and wait for me to go ahead and clear it up. And then once I do that, they can go ahead and continue on and make our last bundle of wood for our delivery. And since we're using this big old 11,000 capacity bucket on our wheel loader, it should only take 1 scoop. There we go, and we'll just dump it in our wood chip storage shed until the sawmill needs more fuel, and then we can transfer out of the shed into the loading bin on the sawmill. Save this for a rainy day. That's just around the corner here. So I hope you're all doing well. I just returned from a nice, wonderful week vacation. We took a cruise down to the Bahamas and the Virgin Islands, and I have some video footage of that to share with all of you and some photos, so I'm putting together a video for that. And it's also going to be featuring a new addition to my channel here and there, my wife. So she is a little bit of a travel bug, and she did a cabin review of our cabin on the cruise ship because on some of the cruise ship travel blogs, they go through and review the different cabins so people can see, you know, what amenities and so forth and so on they're getting with the particular cabin that they've just purchased. So there seemed to be lacking a review on our particular cabin, so she did a wonderful review of that, so you'll see that pop up on my channel as well. And another what I consider fun and interesting thing that I'm going to be incorporating into my videos is called Farmer's Factoids. So you're going to see during transitions of the video footage like a little question and answer multiple choice screen come up, and they'll be to do with whatever we're talking about or featuring in the video of that day. And it'll be a question and then give you 3 choices of the answers, and you can ponder that, and then I'll come back and give you the answer later on in the video. Or sometimes they'll just be straight out little known facts or factoids about whatever subject that we're talking about in the video. So you'll see what I mean. I'm going to debut one today in this video, so keep a lookout. And I'm going to try to incorporate at least one in every video that I do from this point forward regarding my Let's Plays. Maybe even on some of my mod reviews and map reviews. So I hope you'll enjoy that. So let's go ahead and get this wood loaded up. We can at least start with that, and that way all we have to do when we come back is load the last one, and we'll be ready to roll. Well, I guess it would help if I disconnected the trailer so I can actually get up there with the wood. So we'll just put it over here for now because we're just going to reconnect it straight away afterwards. To the Batmobile, Robin. so that's all done and out of the way. Looks good. So we did get a call from the owner, Cam, and he decided that he would like an additional bundle of wood. So we're going to add a 5th unit onto the truck. So we're going to have 5 units of 4,000 instead. So that's great news. A little extra money. So we'll go ahead and get these beehives loaded up into the van and get on our way down to the garden center so we can get this up and running. All right, last one in. Up in here, all strapped down, electric doors closed, and we are ready to roll. So it's just going to be down the road a piece here just a little bit. I often miss this because it looks like the driveway to the house that neighbors the yard. And as we pull in, you'll notice our greenhouses, and we're starting to grow pumpkins, melons, and red cabbage. Featuring that in the next episode. But now I got a call to go ahead and hurry up and get this done because the wood is ready to be loaded on the truck. Boom shakalaka. Second job of the day done. Check it off the list. And our bees look happy in their new home, and I will see you back at the lumberyard. All right, so we are loaded up and finally on our way to the main delivery of the day. Down to Cam's Sweet Sensations so he can build his honey milk factory. This load is quite wide and rather precarious, so thank goodness for the nylon straps. But you may be wondering why I did it this way, and that's because if I did them lengthwise, I would have to expand the trailer just too long and it would get stuck on high points in the road, and I wanted to be able to have room for the skid steer on there. So it would be really nice if we had a trailer that had the forklift that mounts on the back of the truck, so you can take it on and off with the load. That would be really cool. Just take this turn nice and careful not to knock over any of the signs, because I'm good at doing that. And our destination is right over here on the right-hand side, and it looks like we're going to have to back in here just so we can get out easier, because there's not a whole lot of room in here to turn around without damaging the grass or anything. So we could go straight out the dirt path in the back, but then we'd have to navigate this through the pig farm. So rather not get into all that. So take a little extra time now to avoid a nightmare later. Just snake it on back here. Looking good. Lower our trailer down. Let's go ahead and get this unhooked. There we go. And let's park this up and get to work. We don't want to hold these builders up, that's for sure. Time is money. So I'll go ahead and get 4 of these unloaded, and I'll catch back up with you on the last one. All right, last one. Gotta slip this on here. Maybe give it a little shake, get it down on the forks. Think that'll do it. So I think the best place is probably over there on the right under that birch tree, but close to the foundation. Being that I've kind of clogged up this area over here. I just don't want the builders to have to go too far to grab their wood because it's going to take more time, and that's just going to drag it out longer. So the next time you see this place, we should be picking up honey milk. That'll be really cool. All right. So far made it unscathed with no disasters. It almost makes me nervously suspicious. There we go. All right. Another job done. That's the end of the workday. Time to pack up and head back to the yard. And I'm going to have you join me on the journey back to the yard. We're going to take a shortcut. Coming the back way, now that we don't have a large precarious load, we don't have to worry about anything tipping over. And I'd like to talk to you about a couple of things. So be with you in a second. All right, let's blow this clam bake. So we're just going to pop a left out of here and then go to the end of the street and take a right. And we're going to take a shortcut through the biodiesel factory and then go down the dirt road alongside over there and into the back of the lumber yard. So while on our drive here, I'd like to talk to you about a good friend of mine. His name is Duck Zorley. Now, I did a Chellington video featuring Duck in, and I've also mentioned him in a few other videos. And you may have also seen us bantering back and forth in the comments section of some of my videos. Well, Doug Zorley has started a YouTube channel, and I am especially pleased about this because I've spent the better part of a year being heckled by Doug Zorley on my channel, so I am thrilled at the opportunity to return the favor. All kidding aside, he is a very talented and creative person, and I was blown away by his introduction videos that he put together for me to preview, but he doesn't have a lot of confidence in himself just yet. That's where all of you come in. Just my encouragement alone is not enough. It would be wonderful if you can please go over to his channel, and I'll leave a link, of course, down in the description. It's always there under the 3dudesgn.com network members in my description. But if you can go over there and take a look at his work for yourself and leave him some encouraging comments, I think you're really going to be pleased what's going to come out of that channel moving forward, and you're really going to be pleased what you're going to see already. Being a YouTuber can really be nerve-wracking at times. Even I get nervous when I start to do a video, and I've been doing this just a little while, but long enough to where you would think I can just step right up here and go to it. Really not the case. I'm always very concerned about my content. What am I going to do to entertain all of you, and how am I going to deliver that entertainment? I value you all very much, and I have to say I'm very blessed to have over 2,000 subscribers, and most all of you are absolutely fantastic, and many of you I consider close friends. And I really can't thank you all enough. You're a joy to produce videos for, and thank you. I would like Mr. Zorley to experience this for himself as well. So if you could, please do go over to his channel and pay him a little bit of love. So the second thing I'd like to bring up briefly is something that my good friend Grizzly Bear Sims, aka Jerry, also has been talking about, and I'm really going to start driving this home because it's becoming more and more of a problem, and we're really starting to see the ramifications of it even more so these days, and that is mod theft. We're losing now another great modder to the community, GTX modding, due to mod theft. And there has been people, when I've talked about this in the past, that have come up and says, well, you know, they're being babies, or, you know, what do you expect? You put it out there public, it's going to get taken, that's the way it is. Well, that's not acceptable. Okay, it's just not acceptable. Just because something is out in the public doesn't mean that you deserve to steal it. This is somebody's hard work, many, many hours of hard work, and I don't think it's much to ask that people respect the original author's wishes. And it's as simple as download it from the original mod author's website. Whether they're hosting on ModHoster or their own personal site, that's where you should be going to download it. You know the dodgy websites that are out there. If you don't know, go over to grizzlybearsims.com. He has a blog and he talked about it extensively, and he has kind of outlined some of the mod sites that he uses that he feels that is pretty much reputable. So that's a good place to start, and try to have a little due diligence in, you know, checking it out a little bit to make sure that you're downloading from the right source. And if we could all do that, then we can certainly slow this problem down. Now, for those of you that enjoy stealing mods, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because we're going to lose more and more great quality modders to the community, and then you're going to have nothing left to steal. So it's a lose-lose situation. So let's all get together and let's try to inevitably put a stop to this if we can, but at least we can curtail it significantly and have great mods to enjoy for a long time to come. This also impacts the financial well-being of Giants themselves, because how many of us bought this game because of the great mods? If people aren't going to be buying future editions or even current editions anymore because the modding community is going down the toilet, then game sales are going to go down and it's not going to be worthwhile to make future versions. So it's really a bigger problem than I think most realize. So please join me in trying to help put an end to this. So until we meet again, my friends, I want to say thank you very much for watching and take great care of yourself, okay? And bye-bye for now.